So guys, again, I'm in this lake. I actually made a video from this lake last year. And I'm here again. Assalamu alaikum guys. So I just wanted to make a video about one thing that occurred to me at Fajr this morning here in this lake, where I realized that Islam doesn't seem difficult, but for the average person, it's huge. Like just praying Fajr, this is just one of the five daily prayers. And it's like the most difficult one because it's in the morning, right? Where usually you have to wake up yourself, you have to do the wudu, you have to, dress, and then you pray. So as I was saying, the barrier to just do the Fajr, it's so hard and it happens every day. And like you have to do it every day. And even for me, I've been practicing 3.5 years, something like that. And it's still a struggle. Like today I was waking up and I'm like, ugh, headache. I had a nice dream. I had to wake up, do this, that. It takes like 20 minutes. And then you do, and maybe if you add some morning adhkar, I usually go outside if I'm here in the lake and I do the adhkar underneath the sky so I can. It's a better thing that I do. If it's summer, it's very nice. And that's it. And it's like half an hour. And then you're kind of awake and you have to go to sleep again. Subhanallah. Like imagine, and you do that forever until you die. And that's just one of the prayers. Of course, the other four are also important, and Revert and all that. And that's just one pillar of Islam. So if people say Islam is easy, well, relative to what? Because people are so lazy nowadays. People are so lazy. People cannot do one thing. People are struggling with doing one thing sometimes. People can't work out. People don't have time to even take care of themselves. Subhanallah, it's their physical bodies, which they can see. So how about the spiritual body? They cannot see. Even if they believe in it, even if they believe in Islam, they will struggle with the basic obligations. I just realized, like, sometimes you have a product, as I made this analogy before, and you try to make the customer journey very easy so they start using the product. But to start using Islam, it goes through struggle. The deen is like opposite to everything in this dunya. This deen is built on struggle, is built on hard things. And you have to develop yourself. There's no other way around this, bro. This deen is hard. It's not easy. It is hard. Islam is hard. Praying is hard. Fasting is hard. Try one day of fasting if you haven't tried it. And then add 30 more days. See how, like, we can do it, but a normal person who has never fasted in his life, and you do that to them, just one day, they will break down, probably. So this deen ain't fun. However, it's still nothing. The basic obligations are still nothing compared to like what the other people did in the past, like subhanallah, the big scholars or Sahaba, like they were on another levels in terms of their understanding of the deen. If we can just get to the basics, I think that's like the best we can expect in today's age. The basic of Islam. I don't even think we can expect any great scholarship or things like that because there's so much distractions in this world, and it's just becoming more and more globalized and distracted that those things are over. Those great imams, great scholars, that's never coming back. That's because you can't. You have a smartphone. I'm gonna watch YouTube. I'm gonna go. You're never gonna catch the attention of people, of Muslims at all. So the best we can hope for is just the basics. And I do think like making Muslims who already believe in Islam practice like the prayers and everything is like very crucial, because even if you have a revert, the barrier to entry is so high. The barrier to entry is so high. And maybe this is like too pessimistic of a video, but I've just realized, like, and I don't mean to sound like I'm great, but I just, in the Fajr today, I was like, man, this is hard. This is hard. And I gotta do this every day. I couldn't imagine that when I was converting to Islam that I will be able to do it. I knew like this would be a challenge, and it still is, but I still overcome it every day. So every day I feel the same amount of pain when I felt the first time I prayed Fajr, like 4 years ago. It was still hard back then, and it's still hard now. It doesn't get even easier. It's just I'm used to the pain. I'm used to it waking up. But that thing, it's never gonna go away. The discomfort of the deen, the fasting, all that stuff, it's never gonna go away. You're still gonna have the same feelings. So even if non-Muslim fasts and you fast, you observe the same feeling. It's the same thing. It's just you have something that helps you overcome the pain or whatever you're feeling. So and that something is like you are Muslim, right? So you have the reason to do it, and the reason kind of overpowers everything else, because once you know the purpose, then yeah, you can go through a lot of struggle. There's even a book written on it, like The Meaning or something, by some guy who survived the Holocaust, some Jewish man, and he survived it because, or gulags in Russia, and he survived it because he had a meaning behind his suffering. He knew his suffering is like for purpose. So if you have a purpose for these things, Islam will be easy for you, because you will be able to have a purpose for everything, you know. But so that's why you have to have a really good understanding of the basics, so you never go back into the dunya again. Even though you live here, and I enjoy it as well, it's nice, but you live here as a traveler. You're here for a few days and you're going away. I feel my age already. Like, I feel, the doctor told me like a few days ago, like, yeah, you're 33, and you will feel some pain now. You'll get some new sick things in your body, like my this hurts, that hurts. Like, yeah, that's not gonna go away. You're old. So it's just getting old. It's like nice, like, oh, I finally the simulation starts to break. Like, hey, this is not forever, man. You're gonna go. So you have to wake up to that reality. Subhanallah. So the point was that Fajr is difficult. That's the point of the video. But I was just, when I was Fajring today, and imagine doing it, and you do the Sunnah Fajr right before the Fajr. So if you complete the Fajr with all the things that should be there, it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time. Anyways, I gotta go. I'm on a vacation. This summer I'm vacationing every week somewhere else. Every weekend. I'm going to Turkey in September, inshallah, and also I'll be in London. So if you're in London, hit me up. I'll be there 3 days. Actually, I'm flying on September 11th. A joke, if you know what I'm saying. But I'll be there from like 8 to 11. So if you're in London, let me know. We can catch up.